It is officially week two, chat. I've started to do a little tweaking in terms of the lighting. Well, not really the lighting, and more like the aperture and the lens of the camera. Like I set the exposure down to like -1, just so that it would be like a little more clear, I guess. Give it like a more cinematic feel, even though like this is not really the most cinematic of series, but yeah. Um, I think that um, me personally, that if like the whole week was going to be like a whole like full week of just heavy raining, and the the village nearby the campus is gonna get like really flooded, I think at that point they should just like elect to have online classes. But it's not up to me to decide that, so it's not up to me to decide that. So that's just how it be, I guess. Classes are suspended for today, so got a little bit of freedom. Honestly, I woke up early expecting the classes were gonna be still underway, but all of a sudden I woke up. It was like 5:30, and it was raining really hard, like so hard that I didn't know if like I could make it through using just a motorcycle, because my parents were gonna use my car and their car for like some sort of like, I think, business formality. And so I legit was like, I don't know if I could go out there in this rain. And then thankfully I checked the page of DILG, which is a department on local governments, and they suspended classes for the entirety of my province. So that's good. I got a little bit more sleep in, because recovery is important. I'm loving the effects of like a higher dose of magnesium. I think everyone should take magnesium, not just because of like having as much nutrients as you possibly can, but the fact that sleep quality is really important when it comes to both recovery, mental health, physical health, everything in general. The most important thing that people seem to neglect in their lives is sleep, and magnesium really gives like a boost in sleep quality that I desperately needed. My insomnia hasn't been like acting up ever since I started like taking magnesium. It still acts, the onset effects still act up, but I never like wake up. I never wake up like 2 hours after just falling asleep and then having to like try to go back to sleep again. Like that doesn't happen. I just have straight sleep. Why do people like keep cutting other people off? Honestly, it's the Philippine roads are a bunch of entitled people that have like no compassion towards each other whatsoever, and it shows. Like it definitely shows. But it is 2:04 in the afternoon. I'm trying to get to the gym before 3, so that I can like take pre workout without having to worry about like not being able to sleep at like 11 a.m. I try to get at least 6 hours of sleep, but if I feel sleepy at like 9 or 10, I will sleep by then. Like as a student, the thing we get deprived of most is sleep, and so that's one thing I don't like compromising with. When it comes with like our studies, where it's like if someone messages me at like 12 a.m. asking me for something, I'm asleep by then. Like, well, and then they get angry at me the next day saying, "Hey, yo, where were you? Like, why are you not returning my call. Motherfucker, I'm asleep. And they're like, why are you sleeping at that time? Why are you not sleeping at that time? That just goes to show you that, like, the student curriculum, the school curriculum really doesn't care about, like, actual mental health and physical health because they keep, like, advertising working yourselves to the bone, and they keep, like, putting out these absolutely batshit absurd schedules without letting the students have, like, freedom to choose which schedule they like to have so that they can, like, better optimize their days. That's one thing I think private schools have on public schools in the Philippines, which is you can actually choose what schedule you want in private school. Yeah, I miss this, honestly. I could, like, dial in my schedule so that I can train, so that I can sleep, so that I could, like, have a little bit of leisure time for myself. But we're not there, and we just have to suck up to it. Have to stick with it until, like, maybe I break out or something. Maybe I can, like, become a full time content creator and drop out. That's not ever happening. But um, I think, for one, today's training day is gonna be a little bit on the intense side because I feel really good. My chest, especially, is ready to push through, like, just bare metal. My tricep, my arms are, like, really primed. I think we're gonna have 40 kilograms on the top set for incline bench today. We're doing push day today. It's Monday. It's International Chest Day, and so we're gonna be working chest. I have to keep driving carefully. Like, it's been oh, I am driving carefully. It's not. It's just the other drivers not driving carefully. I keep having to, like, brake abruptly for people trying to cut me off, and my phone keeps falling. So sorry about that, chat. Um, in general, though, I don't really think that pump stimulant really does much. Uh, Not if you take it in, like, really low doses. Like, prescribed doses really don't do much, honestly. Like, for me, the best pump I've had is with Himalayan pink salt. Like, sometimes when I feel like I want to just, like, regulate my sodium, I take, like, 2 grams, 2 to 4 grams of Himalayan pink salt, and, like, right before a workout, and I feel really good after. Like, the pumps, like, my skin feels like it's really tight, like, the muscles are, like, engorged, and it's really good. Like, the best pumps I've ever had is from Himalayan pink salt. It's just pure sodium without iodine. Like, to anyone, like, looking to become, like, really healthy or, like, really fit, I would 100% recommend people to take Himalayan pink salt. Just put it in anything that you can, like, put it in. The reason why I prefer Himalayan pink salt over just the regular iodized, like, table salt is because it just has a cleaner flavor that is pleasant on the tongue. It doesn't, like, have that tingly metallic, like, aftertaste that most table salts have, because it's not table salt, it's a naturally sourced salt. And so I really would recommend it to everyone who is, like, trying to be more health conscious, because too much iodine in your system can, like, actually, like, cause, I wouldn't say bad things, but I don't know. I've never really felt good when I, like, had crap ton of table salt. In general, though, there's a place behind you. Yep, you're good. All right. In general, though, today's meal is gonna be a whole bunch of chicken, but it's not gonna be chicken breast. It's chicken drumsticks, air fried chicken drumsticks. They're like I don't know what it's called. It's in our culture we call it asado, which is basically like you marinate it in like a salty sour what's it called you know those mini limes that like Filipinos put in their stuff. It's called calamansi. It's marinated in calamansi and soy sauce and a little bit of vinegar, salt, a little bit of tomato paste, and then afterwards either you deep fry it or in my case because I'm health conscious I air fried it. That's gonna be our meal, and it's not gonna be as lean. But you know what? I've had it with not having enough fat in my diet because it's genuinely I feel the effects of like not having like healthy fats. I feel sometimes a little bit drowsy in the morning, even though like when I wake up and I start like taking my multivitamins, I take fine. I feel fine. But yeah, eat your healthy fats, everyone. Like red meat is one of the most nutrient dense packages in the planet, and I don't think you should be compromising on it at all. Like your diet should never be starved for meat because, well, let's put it simply, cholesterol is important. Cholesterol is important, protein is important, iron is important, creatine is important, which you also get from red meat sources. From red meat sources, um, generally people have like this gigantic fear of red meat, like, oh, it'll give me hypertension, oh, like it'll give me ventricular dysplasia. That's never gonna happen. It's only ever gonna happen if you're on a diet of just purely red meat, and the thing that you're doing is you're literally not exercising at all. You don't have like a healthy lifestyle. You just sit on your ass all day and just the consume food. And at that point, maybe it's not the red meat that's doing the problem. Maybe it's a copious amount of fat of I won't say fast foods. I eat fast food, of course. It's great in moderation. It gives like a lot of like fat. It gives you a decent amount of fats and carbohydrates, but it's the amount of just like excess food that you intake that's making you feel bad. It's your insulin response. It's your insulin response. It's your pancreatic response. It's everything. Because if you don't work your body at all, if you don't like exercise, if you don't have a physically like active lifestyle, how is your body ever gonna reach homeostasis when you can't even thermoregulate yourself? Like, I don't even care if you like eat a lot. Like bro, I really cannot stress this enough. You should be exercising at least 3 to 4 times every week. Like whatever type of it. I don't even care if it's like the middle-aged mom thing where it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just go to the gym, be active, dangle, move around a little bit, cuz movement is healing. Blood flow is healing. If you don't get any blood flow to any single part of your body, what the hell are you doing? You're slowly choking yourself to death, and then you're gonna exacerbate it even more by giving yourself calories that you don't even need. It's just a problem that I see with like most other people, that they believe the BS that doctors who are, I'm not gonna lie, less healthy than I am, less healthy than I am, they're gonna be like, oh, you have high cholesterol. Oh, let's give you a statin for this. And then they are like, and then they tell you that your creatinine levels are high because of some shit that tell you that your protein powder is gonna mess up your kidneys, when there is no feasible study that has ever linked kidney wasting to any sort of protein powder based diet. I reposted something on my Instagram account that says a lot about the whole state of cholesterol and how it was vilified, red meat and how it was vilified. And I think people should be really asking the questions make uh, that make the FDA tick. Like, why have saturated fats been slowly phased out of the diet and replaced with, I'm not gonna lie, like polyunsaturated fats? Like, what's the problem? Healthy fats are healthy fats for a reason. And I'm not talking about extra virgin olive oil. I'm not talking about that refined sesame oil that you get in like your bougie ass restaurants. I'm talking beef tallow, lard, butter, butter, fats that are solid at room temperature, because they have such a tightly compact cell structure. Not they have a such a tightly compact chemical structure that they don't have any that they don't have any well, unhealthy compounds to like have to get filtered through. And it might seem like I'm talking my ass, and I kind of am, but this is being taken from someone who has a background in organic chemistry, because I did veterinary medicine for a few years. I understand a little bit about the compounds, and of course, you have to do your own research. And I will not. You know what? I'm gonna like inevitably I'm gonna show you guys my research. I'm gonna put like a few links on like the next vlogs, but for now, I'm a little too lazy. I don't even have that much reach yet, so I'm not doing all that just to like please like 10 or 15 people. The people that don't want to watch me don't want to watch me anyway. They're not my audience anyway. But yeah, all I'm saying is like if you really want to live a healthy lifestyle and you really want to feel good, look good, do good, perform well, and be there for the people that you really care about for the long term, you have to ask people why the people that eat red meat are the ones that live the longest. The people that have a lifestyle that may seem counterintuitive to the things that doctors preach are the ones that seem to perform the best. I'm not gonna all go all like conspiracy theory here and be like, oh, big pharma, oh, big oil, oh, big something. I'm just saying this as like an individual who wants to live healthily, is that a lot of things in this world are built on a hill of lies spread by an entity that wants nothing else but to rule over you and take all of your money. And the thing with that is just that that entity is slowly coming into the light. And now, the more you talk about that entity, the more you talk about the things that they've done, the things that they've hidden, you'll get vilified for it. You'll get shadow banned. You will probably get shot by someone. And I'm not here to talk about like the political state of the world in which free Palestine, but all I'm saying is the whole world is rebelling against you. You think the government cares for you? You think the things that you buy are the things that you buy in your like local convenience store are there so that they can help you? No, the only thing in this world that cares about you is inevitably going to be yourself. And so you owe it to you to do your due diligence in the things that you really care about, which is yourself, your health, your own physical well being. And so the people who don't do that research, who don't do that due diligence, they should, well, they should listen to those that do so that they themselves can lead a healthy life. There's an ambulance behind me. I'm making way. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get shot for this. I didn't say anything about anyone. I just said something about something that I think people have taken a notice to already. But I'm just saying that evil lurks in the corners that you think good does work. That's why lifting, being healthy, being masculine, preaching traditional values, and, well, being a decent human being in the eyes of the doctrines of the gospel is being vilified and, well, made fun of. And all I'm gonna say is that's why I do push day. I'm pushing through the lies and I'm pushing myself into the limelight. I'll see you in the gym. I'll see you in the gym. All right, sing on. All right. A lot of people have asked me like who I admire when it comes to like lifting in general. I don't really have an inspiration because I don't think that idolizing people is healthy. I think if I were to admire someone, it'd be Daniel, who was like the leader of my of our little gym group way back when in Slimmers were elite back in Cousin City. Dance Digest on TikTok. Please go check him out. He makes a lot of good videos. Um, but if I were to say that I've admired a single like fitness influencer or bodybuilder, that would be this man, Chris Bumstead. I absolutely do admire Chris Bumstead and everything that he does because he does it with such tenacity and such drive that you can't help but be inspired by the man. I guess this is just me saying If there's any single influencer or like creator that you want to look up to and you want to like base your lifestyle around, Chris Bumstead is someone who I'd like highly recommend you guys watch. And he's someone I'd 100% love to meet. But I will say, Waking, please, Waking supplements, please, for the love of God, restock on Savage because I'm about to run out and I'm voracious for it. This is the South Beach slush from Savage Sebum Raw. Taste test. Tastes like a pina coladas. I love pina coladas. I'll see you in chest. Just to make things a little longer, I've decided to like film my warm up sets as well, just so that you guys can see me warm up. No 20s, I'll just use 17s. Yep. Oh yeah, we feel strong there. I'm gonna get copyright striked. Yep. Where are the 13s? Hi there. Someone put the 30s on the floor. Uh, I don't know who, but a little bit inconsiderate. Glycogen is depleted, but strength is good. Strength is nice. Yeah, that feels nice. Yep. Ugh. That feels nice. Let's grab the 40s. It's as I said, I like working out the major muscle groups with intensity because if I don't work out with intensity, then I don't really know how much stimulus the muscle's getting. Because having a pump is one thing, but actually going to failure is pretty important. So in general, I try to go to failure on like one set of the three, which is going to be like probably the second set, maybe even the third set. Because the third set's going to be a moderate set, which is a pump set. Like you're going to back down and then you're going to go to failure. Or you're going to try to do 12 and then just feel the muscle. Wonderwall's playing. Shout out Coach Romel of Extreme Fitness Gym. Quality. All right. See if we can do 8 reps with this. If not, 6 is fine. 6 is fine. But in general, I wish I could wish I could get like a spot from someone. I think we're fine. It's gonna be a little iffy on the setup though, because I don't have stabilizers, even though I'm really strong. Like stabilizers, the one thing I'm lacking. There we go. 6. Ah, fuck yeah. I feel like I could have maybe gotten one more rep if I didn't have like a bad setup, but that's a good set. I'll see you on shoulder press. I was rambling like a schizo to myself. I didn't realize the mic was like off. What I was saying was today's song is So Cold by Breaking Benjamin. I'm not playing it because I'm gonna get caught like copyright strike. So hell no. I hate shoulder press, but I have to do it for those 3D delts. Even though I have small ass shoulders. Shit. Yep, yep. After at least hit 10. Two more. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that. It's 4 sets for the shoulders because it's shoulder day. Well, it's push slash shoulder day. So we have to do more volume on shoulders. The things I do for like working out 6 times a week. Alright. See you on tricep push-downs. Alright, I have to make sure that like no one else is being recorded because I hate editing and blurring people's faces out frame by frame. It's not something I want to do. So, uh, it's tricep push-downs. I don't know how heavy I'm gonna go. Probably just gonna go like your usual. I'm making sure like everyone gets blocked out. Okay, good. Alright, I can. It's not because I'm courteous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I'm trying, but it's hard. Because, you know, when you live with a bunch of narcissists, you become a narcissist yourself. But, you know, being courteous means avoiding inconvenience, and I'd rather avoid inconvenience than be a jerk. So, it's a Sam Sulek style push down. There's nothing special about it. Just feel the stretch up top and then squeeze your triceps. Nothing much, nothing like that's weird about it. Nice. Yeah, I'm not the type of person to like be annoyed when people walk through the camera. I'm not that guy. It's a public gym. People, if people like wanna walk through the path, they can walk through it. It's not my fucking gym. But yeah, tricep push downs. What can I say? It works the triceps. So next up is holy balls. That's an angle. Next up is uh, chest flies. I'll see you then. The DLs are like using up the chest fly. I feel like I should teach them how to use it properly, but I should. I'll do it later. Two more sets of tricep pushdowns. All right, now we reach a moral dilemma, which is should you use a cross cable machine or should you use a pack deck machine? As far as I'm concerned, if there's a pack deck machine, always use the pack deck machine. Simply because there's probably some people who want to use uh, the cable press downs for I don't know something else other than cable press downs, which only requires one cable instead of two. So it's mutually advantageous to people going to the gym to use the pack deck instead of using the cable press downs. Because by then, you're going to be able to, I don't know, be generous enough to let two people use a machine instead of letting two people wait while you do cable press downs when you can just do pec deck. So, as far as I'm concerned, I will never do cable flies in my life unless there's no pec deck machine. Which is why we're doing pec deck flies. Because I'm a nice person. Or, well, I'm trying to be. Here we go. Just stick with the pec deck machine, folks. Especially when people want to use the cables. I'll see you on lateral raises. This thing on? Alright. I keep having to ask, but yeah, I really hope people don't mind me being schizo. Especially when I'm vlogging, but it's lateral raises. People say to spam this first, which I disagree with. I say get the metabolites from the shoulder press working first and then get your lateral raises in so that you can maximize your stimulus. Plus, the reason why good form equates to gains is because good form is usually the form that makes you feel your muscle, your primary muscles the most. That's why people preach good form because of mind muscle connection. Mind muscle connection is just you feeling the stimulus in your body. It's nothing but just that stimulus, fatigue, metabolites, lactic acid. That means you're doing a good set. And that's why you should do good form. I don't get why people like have to stray away from full range of motion when they could just stick to the fundamentals and grow. I don't know. Anyway, lateral raises. Hopefully with decent enough form for me to feel my shoulders. Here we go. It's just simple fundamental form. I don't know what else to say. I'll see you on dips. I have to do three more of these. So here we are at the last set. To train to failure is to train to succeed. I talked to like uh, someone who was like uh, probably a little new to the gym, and I told him that he can read all the science-based literature he wants, but every single study has found out that the only thing that's really worth considering when it comes to training is training to the point of maximum muscular fatigue brings out the best growth. No stretch, no amount of stretch-based training, concentric, eccentric, anything based training can beat training to failure. Because every single study, when you read the actual literature, has revealed that yes, some studies may reveal like a 5% extra rate of growth, but that's in literally the margin for error in most cases. Not most, every single case has been in the margin for error. What does that mean? That means the only way to train is to train close to failure. And that's why we're doing AMRAP dips. Why? Because if we haven't reached failure earlier, we're going to reach failure now. Let's finish this, shall we? Come on. Stick with basics, everyone. I'll see you on the cooldown. Hopefully you learn a little something. If not, hopefully I entertain you. See you in the next episode. But for now, let's see if I can do a cooldown like recording session. But there's a lot of people. I'm too tired to do uh, like a car segment, mostly because I don't have class today. And I can't get back to my car because my friend borrowed my car and brought my motorcycle, so I'm just gonna have to take the motorcycle home. Uh, I guess I'll end it with the fact that a lot of people believe that history, um, history is like a cycle, where in a story everything stays the same inevitably. But as someone who is a creative writing major, I beg to differ. Um, Not really. I'm not actually a creative writing major. I took creative writing as an elective in senior high school. And so I am under the belief that life is not a prose, but instead it is a poem, wherein life has different rhyme schemes. And so some lives rhyme the whole way, but that rhyme scheme can change. And so even if some parts of your life do rhyme, it's up to you to choose which rhyme you want it to go along with. And so all I'm gonna say is you choose what part of your life rhymes with the other. The only thing that matters when it comes to that rhyming scheme is what you do and how consistent you are in the things that you do. And so if you want to change, just remember that your life is not a cycle, it's not a story that revolves around and around. It's a poem that you can craft beautifully, that you can change. Because if you don't like how the way that your life is going, you don't like the way that it rhymes, you don't like the way it flows, you can change it because your life is your own. Life is a poem. It's not something that's being written by someone else. It's something that's being crafted by you. Life is beautiful because it's a poem that flows and has structure. It has its own. It has its own syllabic rhythm. But that's up to you to decide. And so I leave you this episode with one thing. When I say write your own destiny, it doesn't mean you have to write a whole ass novel. It just means you have to turn your life into your own beautiful poem. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. I'll see you on pull day. And like me, you can pull through this. I believe in you. Thank you for watching.